Do you want to know how to travel Europe with a drone? Follow me on my in-trail adventure through 8 cities in 8 different countries, and I will tell you all you need to know when traveling with a drone. I will talk about how to use your drone more often, differences in the European drone regulation, privacy versus drone, traveling to Europe from abroad, transport your drone in an airplane, your drone is your cameraman, different ways of traveling with a drone, and last but not least, the right weather for flying a drone. My journey starts right here in Zurich, Switzerland, and today we're gonna cross the Alps and go to Domodossola in Italy. So let's waste no more time, because I've got a train to catch.
Welcome to Zurich, the perfect starting point for my European rail journey. Zurich is Switzerland's largest city. It's famous for its financial district, but also a city full of culture, stunning architecture, and breathtaking nature. But Zurich is more than just a postcard perfect destination. It's a gateway to Europe. From here, I'll hop on a train and embark on an adventure through 8 cities in 8 countries, exploring each place with my drone and teach you how to travel with your drone. So let's get into it. This journey starts now! Bella Italia, welcome to Domodossola, my first stop on this journey through Europe. This charming Italian town, located at the foot of the Alps, is more than just a railway junction. It's a hidden gem. With its historic old town, cobblestone streets and lively piazzas, Domodossola offers a taste of authentic Italy away from the big cities. At the heart of it all is Piazza Mercato, surrounded by medieval arcades and cozy cafes. The Sacro Monte Calvario, an UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers breathtaking views and a peaceful escape. Okay, we have arrived in Domodossola. Now we're gonna make our way to our drone photo spot. Be honest, when was the last time you flew your drone? Many of us buy a drone, take it out for a couple of times, and then it starts collecting dust, or at best, be your holiday drone. But what if I told you there's a way to bring your drone out more and fly more? Today, in this beautiful town of Domodossola, I'm gonna share a few tips and tricks to bring your drone out a little bit more and improve your skills while doing it. First tip is set a goal. Decide to fly monthly, every 2 weeks or even weekly, and stick to it. Having a challenge or a deadline helps you build that habit and to fly more often. Join a community. Being part of a drone club or an online group can provide you with inspiration and new motivation to fly more often. Combine it with other hobbies. Take your drone out when you go for a walk or when you go biking. Just whatever you do, you can take it with you. On a road trip, take it with you. It's easy to capture the stunning footage when it's not in a forced way. Number 4 is to elevate your skills. Try new maneuvers or different shots, like orbiting around a moving subject, or looking for new perspectives to elevate your drone flying skills. So here's my challenge to you. Set yourself a goal, whether it's once a week or even monthly. Take your drone out and stick to it. Try new shots, explore new locations, and most importantly, have fun with it. A drone is meant to be in the air, not in a case stored away. And trust me, the more you fly, the better you get. So what's your next flight going to be? Tell me about it in the comments, and let's encourage ourselves to fly more and have fun with our drones. Alright, the drone flight is done. Now I'm gonna explore the city for a bit, and then I'm gonna have dinner. Good morning, everybody. It's the second day, and today we're gonna go up to the north. We have arrived in Strasbourg. Now we can start exploring the city and then have our next stop. Bienvenue à France. Strasbourg is a city where history meets modern Europe. With its half-timbered houses in La Petite France, the impressive Strasbourg Cathedral, and the fact that it's home to the European Parliament, this city is a mix of fairy tale charm and political significance.
Even though the European Union standardized drone rules in Europe with the EASA drone regulation, the EU member states can still decide a few things. If you want to learn more about the European drone rules, you can check out my video I made 2 years ago where I covered the rules. For example, in Switzerland, you need insurance which covers at least 1 million coverage. And the minimum age for flying drones is 12 years old. For Italy, you also need insurance for your drone, and the minimum age for flying a drone is 16 years old. Here in France, you don't need an insurance to fly your drone, but it is heavily recommended. You need to be at least 14 years old, and what is special about France is that they have very strict geozones, which is the reason you're not seeing any drone footage right now. For Luxembourg, it's the same as Italy, so you need insurance for flying a drone and you need at least 16 years old for flying a drone. In Belgium, you also are required to have an insurance for your drone, and you need to be 14 years old. In the Netherlands, you are not required to have a drone insurance, but however, it is recommended to have one just in case, and the minimum age for flying a drone is 16 years old. In Germany, you again have to have a drone insurance when you want to fly a drone and be at least 16 years old to pilot. In Denmark, you also are required to have an insurance for your drone, except if it's a CO club, and you can be 15 years or older when you want to fly a drone. And last but not least, in Sweden you again have to have a insurance for your drone and have to be at least 15 years old when you want to pilot. Special in Sweden is, if you want to publish your drone footage on the internet, you need to have your footage checked by the Lantmäret. Link is in the description below. As you can see, nevertheless, it is standardized. There are still some regional differences in the regulations, so wherever you go, just check it before you fly.
Good morning from Strasbourg. We're gonna have an amazing day today. because we're gonna go further north up to Luxembourg, but in the morning we can still stay here in Strasbourg and do some stuff. Let's get on with it. Welcome to Luxembourg, one of Europe's smallest yet wealthiest countries. This city is a hidden gem. From the stunning views at the Bock-Käsemat to the modern Kirchberg district, Luxembourg City blends medieval history with a futuristic skyline. Plus, don't forget to taste the famous Luxembourgish Bunneschlup. Yes, that's a real word.
Wait, am I even allowed to do this? When you're taking pictures and videos of houses, cars, or other people. And especially for other people, the European Union has a very strict privacy policy to protect those people. That's the GDPR. That means if you're taking pictures and videos and thinking of posting them online or publishing them somewhere or even selling them, you need to know that for everybody that can be seen and recognizably seen in the video or photo, you need to have their consent. Why I'm telling you this topic right here in Luxembourg has a special reason. Luxembourg is a very innovative country regarding privacy. So the privacy department of the European Union sits here in Luxembourg. Now I'm giving you some tips for flying in Luxembourg specifically. But these tips can be used everywhere. So for one, check the local regulatories. For example, here in Luxembourg, it's even stricter than normally. Then fly over public spaces and not private areas, but make sure that these places where you fly and get the permission to fly beforehand. And last but not least, if you've captured some footage and you realize in the editing that somebody is recognizable you thought is not recognizable, then use blurring. Blur their faces and then you're good to go, just like I'm doing right now. So that's it with my tips blog. We're now gonna head back into the city and start exploring, I guess. Come with me.
Day of our journey, we travel closer to the sea and further north up to Brussels. To Brussels, Belgium, our fourth stop here on our journey. We will spend 2 full days here in Brussels. you're European and you're traveling in around the European Union, then there's nothing much you need to do. Just check the local regulatories if the rules differ from your own home country. But if you come to the European Union from abroad, then there's a few things you need to do to be able to fly your drone here in Europe. First thing first, you need to register yourself as a drone pilot in the country that you're arriving first. So for example, if you come to Switzerland first and then travel Europe from there on, you need to go to the Airspace Agency of Switzerland and register yourself there. The same goes with every other European country. There's a list on the EASA website where you can see all the countries and a link to the agencies. Once you're registered, some countries say you have to have an insurance for your drone. Keep an eye out for that. Afterwards, when you're just a drone pilot, you need to look if you need to do training for your drone. There's training you need to do, depends on what kind of type of drone you have. And once you got into all those rules, you just need to check one last thing, and that is where you're allowed to fly. So every country has their own fly map, and once you checked off all these boxes, you're good to go to fly in Europe. Have fun! This concludes this video. This is the first video of a two-part series. In the next video, I'm gonna explain to you how to transport your drone in an airplane. Also, how to use your drone as your own cameraman, how to travel with your drone by train or car, and drone versus weather. If you're interested in these topics, then check out our next video if you're interested in those.